fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff that comfort me, that prepare. So I begin to look at my sisters and my brothers, and they begin to argue. I say, God is in your hand. No matter what it looks like, no matter how I feel, I'm still going to trust the Lord. So I begin to say, let me tell y'all this. My daddy was the meanest man on the living earth, amen. And I began to look at my daddy that I have to take care of. God has said he'll make your enemies your footstool. And he'll allow you to be able to take care of who you need to take care of. So he was laying in the bed last night. And I began to lay my hands on his head. And I said, God, you work it. You turn it around for the good, amen. And I began to pray. He said, wash him up. Wash him up from the head to the toe. And I began to change his clothes as he was heavy. And I said, God, give me the strength to be able to change his clothes. So the job that I had taught me how to roll him to the side and roll him to the side. And I began to look at him. And I said, you look good and you smell good. So the nurses came in the room and they said something happened differently. He don't look like he used to look when he first came in here. I said, that's Jesus working on the outside. He said, begin to wash him from the head down. I began to pray. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadows of death, I fear. It don't matter how they acting up. I'm going to trust God. I'm going to believe God. I'm going to... I may get knocked down, but I'm not going to give up. I'm going to bless the Lord at all times. His praise. I said, I can do all things. I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. I may not feel like it. It may not look good to me, but it's good for me. So God said, I can heal you. So last week, I know God has been a healer. She's right. You don't need nobody to lay hands on you. You got the power of life and death in your own hands. So I began to look at myself on last week. I got broke down and nobody knew it. I called Pastor Holden. He said, I think you need to go to the hospital. I said, I'm not going. I'm going to trust God and I'm going to believe God. I got one of my daddy's ways. I said, I'm going to trust God. I'm going to believe God. And I didn't feel like it. So I began to roll out of the bed. I couldn't move, but I believed God. I said, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I feel. I began to say, Lord, you got to do it. So I got back in the bed. I couldn't even move. I got out of the shower. I said, God, maybe if I take a warm shower, it'll heal my body. That still didn't work. I began to walk like I was 90 years old. God is being a healer. I trust God. I told God, I laid there in the bed. I said, I got to do this, God. Not that you didn't know, but I just want to bring it back to your remembrance. I can't lay here. Somebody got to take care of Daddy. Somebody got to take care of the other man that I take care of. It's not about me. I'm going to set out for you. So I began to lay in the bed. He said, do you believe in what you're praying for? So I began to lay my hands on my back. And I said, I'm going to trust you, God. I went to bed one way. And I began to roll over another way. And God began to heal. He said, you don't believe I healed you? I said, no. God, I trust you. And I began to move in the bed like this. I said, well, Lord, you healed me. So I began to get up. And I couldn't stop praising him. I said, God, I thank you. I thank you. You didn't have to do it, but you healed my body. I didn't have to go to the hospital. God healed me. He healed me. He put my feet on a solid rock. Hallelujah. And you know what? let me tell you, you got to believe in what you pray. I don't want nobody suddenly lay hands on me. I was at a church one time, and I'm finished. And the preacher said, I need to pray for you. He said, come here, I need to pray for you. I said, no, you don't need to pray for me. He said, no, the Lord told me to pray for you. I said, I'm not being disrespectful, but he didn't confirm that with me. That's why y'all praising now. Y'all missed that. I got my wife. See, I don't need nobody to suddenly lay hands on me. I got my own pastor. Y'all missed it again. See, if y'all stay in the Holy Ghost, y'all deep people, say it with me. I'm like this. If Pastor Holden have already prayed for somebody, listen to me, and you heard the prayer, amen. Why are you going to turn around and pray for the same thing? Amen. I said, did Pastor Holden pray for you? Yeah, I went to him. I said, I believe what Pastor Holden said.